Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings all.
Okay, so we got teasers, 10 teasers for Eaters of the Light. So here we go. Number one. Can you spot the TARDIS in the pre-credits teaser?
Okay.
That's stupid. Number two. Wait, what did that crow say? Number three. Things to do in Rome. Govern, farm, juggle. I can't wait for us to get a new showrunner. Number four. The Doctor claims to be a former Vestal virgin, indicating that he was, at one point, a woman?
Oh.
What are you doing, Moffat?
Moffat,
what are you having your writers do? What are you doing? Okay, number five. And a second-class one at that, which has a hilariously naughty connotation, whatever the hell that word is. Jesus. Number six, we should start keeping track of the number of times Bill falls down a hole in Series 10. Number seven, the TARDIS translation circuit plays a major role in the episode. The scene where Bill first realizes its effects is one of the episode's best. Number eight, we should start keeping track of the number of times a cowardly soldier deserts his post in Series 10. Number nine, popcorn. Number 10, Nardole mentions a new Doctor Who alien that has a very unusual form of communication. Which probably means that the alien farts to communicate or something stupid like that. That's really
Number 11. The TARDIS translation circuit tries to understand Moffat's brain and blows up.
Yeah. Wow, I love these corny ass teasers. It's almost as if King Corn is writing it himself. Mr. Moffat. All right, so we got those. Yeah, I don't like the woman thing. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not Moffat writing it, but I'm sure he is like, put that in there. Put that in there. Yeah, he's probably like, put that in there. Yeah, they'll love that. Yeah, okay. All right. Series 10.
Signal, please. I posted this on I can't remember if you posted it or somebody else did, or it was just on the main Doctor Who thing. Chibnall, please clean up Moffat's work so it goes back to being the Doctor Who that we know and love.
All right, so like you said, Scott, you called it that the synopsis was not really anything.
It was worthless. I mean,
the synopsis for The Doctor Falls, and don't blink, okay, is written by Stephen Moffat, directed by Rachel Talalay. I can never say her name.
I know.
Talalay. The Mondazzi and Cybermen are on the rise. It's time for the Doctor's final battle. The Doctor is played by Peter Capaldi. Bill is Pearl Mackie. Nardole was Matt Lucas. Michelle Gomez guest stars as Missy, and John Sims stars as the Master. Not anything. So,
So folks, if you read
thank you for wasting our time. Yeah,
you wouldn't be missing anything.
Okay. I want to really touch upon something off topic but related to Doctor Who. A puppet had came out and said that I talk about Doctor Who to be famous, to make everybody watch, to make videos. There's just one little problem with that. In about 3 weeks, Doctor Who will be off the air for many months.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing a lot of everything shows, which that's why I created the Everything Show and Topic Wonders and the Horror Cast and all these different other casts, because there'll be stuff to talk about when Doctor Who's on the air. Now, as far as making myself famous goes, well, if you do 5,000 videos, maybe you are a little bit famous. But anyway, I have fun here. okay? And I really hate to break it to you, but there's going to come a point in time in the future where, and don't get crazy now, but I'm going to have 10,000 videos, all right? Maybe 15,000 videos,
And
maybe
it's all
more
not
than
going to
that.
be on Doctor Who.
It's not all going to be on Doctor Who, and I've been doing this for years, and all my videos were about Doctor Who when I started because I love Doctor Who. I don't hate Doctor Who. Okay, you can't fake for 5,000 videos
Yeah.
hating Doctor Who and pretending you love it. You can't do it. I mean, all the money I put into it, all the joy that it's given me, the way it shaped my life and everything else. These people are out there, and I got to tell you, I'm getting really disgusted by it because there's some people in this community that I've known, and we don't talk, and that's fine. We had a history at one point in time. Everybody was together, and everybody's not. And then it was revealed that everybody's separated because somebody made a mistake and misunderstood, to which that person's now on my cast now. So that's very telling. So all I'm going to say is that have an open mind when you're watching these casts. And if people are quick to, instead of boost themselves, talk about Matrix Lord 212 or Fake Host or whatever, then that's very telling of them because, they're not boosting themselves. They're trying to use me to become famous, all right? Just like when I was going to leave that time, and then everybody joking about it made me want to stay in the first place. If everybody's talking about you, they can't wait for you to leave, but then you don't leave, And obviously, I'm a big part of this community that they're willing to talk about me all the time. Everyone, whether it be off airs, whether it be this. And again, it's funny. We had people on this cast that hardly ever talk that much, and then they go to yet another podcast and they evolve, and that's great.
Shut them up.
But that's fantastic. But don't become a hater. Don't become a basher. Okay. My problem is that I forgive a lot of people, that, but nobody realizes that I'm doing my show, business as usual, and people from the other podcast are on my comments pages, commenting, being a bunch of douches and jerks. And of course, I don't take it. So I tell them off or whatever. And then it keeps growing to a point where I want to say, hey, leader of that other podcast, you want to tell your effing members to stay on? But no, and no, I don't go to the other person's channel and vindictiveness and say and be like stoop to their level. I stay on my channel. But you know what? Obviously, they probably know about it. Obviously, they want it because they see me as a threat. And I'm not going anywhere. Many have tried and many have failed. Why don't you try to make your show better? Why don't you do more shows or more videos?
It's as though, here we go. They constantly say this episode is the tops. This episode has no problems. But yet, and then they watch your show and they see that you're good.
Oh, they definitely watch my show. Definitely, because they comment on my show.
Then they watch your show, and it's like, okay, he's not praising Doctor Who as much as we are. You're not being a sicko fan almost to saying, oh, the latest Doctor Who's the best, or this latest episode is the best, or you should hate Doctor, because they also.
Well, you know what's very telling? They
got themselves caught in a catch-22 situation.
You know how they're caught in a lie?
Then it looks as though you're the man.
You know how they're caught in a lie?
Then it looks as though you're still winning out in some way, shape, and form.
Well, you know how they're caught in a lie? I gave the Empress of Mars an 8.5.
Yeah.
Didn't change my rating. They just keep on. He hates Doctor Who. He gives all the ratings. Look, they don't even pay attention. And because they hate the episode, it's okay for them to not like it.
Yeah.
It's okay for them to say it sucks because they hate it out. You see what a bunch of hypocrites that is? How close-minded hypocrites that is? Do you see that? Listen, I don't really want to be in an off-air where you have some, overweight people scratching themselves and and they're like, oh, Matrix Lord sucks. No. You know what? You could do that all day long. You could have your shrine in your house with me, but that's fine. I just don't want no trolling. But the thing is that, like, these people would have such, like, I'm in their way to be a success. Well, then you'll never be a success.
That's just it.
You'll never be a success then if I'm in your way, because I'm not moving. Okay? So if you can't go around me and you can't do better, I mean, it doesn't matter the subscriber count, because if you look at the rating on like Social Blade or something, I'm higher. So, and I'm growing, and they want to stop that. They want to extinguish that. They want me to shut up and stop making videos because I'm going to surpass higher than ever. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Are those subscribers watching you? Well, I doubt.
It's the content. It's the content that makes you a good show. And if you constantly come out and praise a show, or you constantly bash a show, or you cannot find anything, or you constantly do the same act.
Crap. Read from a teleprompter and no opinion, and then once in a while you have a podcast. See, my thing is, it's just that we have fun. I'm spontaneous. I like to do casts every single day. I like to do many casts every single day when I get home from work, right? I love doing that before I go to bed. It relaxes me. It makes me happy. I don't like the troll nonsense. I don't like any of that stuff. But you know what? Again, if I'm in your way to be a success, then I'm not moving. If you can't go around me, you're never going to be anybody. So while you're worried about 3,000 subscribers, I'm not worried about 3,000 subscribers, because even with your subscribers, I have a better rating than you do on Social Blade. So who cares? Okay? And again, at the end of the day, what are we making? Peanuts? We all have real jobs.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be an outlet to enjoy yourself, not competition. But people want to make it that way, which is fine.
You're making these shows for fun.
Right.
You're not looking to go, oh, geez, I didn't put a video up today, so I'm not going to get XYZ dollars.
Right.
Or I'm not going to get XYZ looks and views. No, I mean, you do.
Listen, honestly, there is no competition in my mind. If I'm doing if I'm doing, like, say, 50 everything shows a month, and someone's doing 4 podcasts, if that was a competition, there's no contest. Really. If it was, I'm just saying. Because one person does 1 podcast a week, I do like 15 or 20 or whatever. So it's not a competition. But I was getting hot here. But people need to just chillax. Talk about what you love to talk about, and don't mention anybody else. The reason why I'm talking about it now and the reason why I've been talking about it, and I've been talking about the 10 out of 10 club and all that stuff, is because before I was talking about it, people on my channel starting crap from that other organization. So, and it's funny how one person's hating on me so much, but they wanted to be in a cast last night. Mm-hmm. Guess what? You're not coming back. Good luck with that, because I've been around the block many times, and I'm tired of the revolving door. I'm tired of someone telling me I'm an a-hole, and then they're on the next night apologize. Not happening anymore, okay? Yes, people may come back and people may go, but my patience is wearing thin for the game players, okay? I want to talk about Doctor Who. They're more interested in hate and talk about hate than Doctor Who. They don't even carry a podcast on their own, that they're going to be on other people's podcasts, which is fine, but don't tell me how it's supposed to be done if you've never done it, basically. Now, how you doing, Daniel?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
All right, so Daniel, are you excited about Eaters of the Light, whatever?
Yeah, it's cool. They go back to the Roman
Preacher
Empire
and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm psyched. I can't wait. Saturday night, that's what we're going to do. And then we got 2 more episodes after that. And then there's no Who for a while, till Christmas. So I doubt that, I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of everything shows. So we'll see. But anyway, yeah, Daniel, so what are you looking forward to mostly about this episode? The creature special effects, or?
Yeah, the creature special effects. I want to know why the Doctor goes back to the Roman days. I think it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah. No, it's funny. On the bus ride on the way to work today, I was just thinking, what would I do? What would I do if I got to work with Chibnall and Russell T. Davis
Oh.
and write for tenants
Oh.
and get companions back? And I had come up with this on this long bus ride for an hour and a half. I had come up with this amazing stuff for Donald Noble, which I love. Donald Noble.
Yeah, Donna. To me, Donna and Martha are my two most favorite. Next to River Song, but to me, Donna and Martha are my two.
And it's funny because the person I was talking about, when they came on the YouTube scene after me to make a name for themselves, they originally called me out on Donna Noble when I wanted her to return. And there was almost a war then, but it got stopped real quick when we became friends. But it's funny, people tried to have a go. But I'm just saying that I thought it was, because I was like, well, would it be fun for me to explain every single plot hole there is? Maybe that might be fun, because then we would have answers to everything. And then when that's done after 5 seasons, then you create your own. But there's so many plot holes that people would want to know.
Yeah.
So I was also thinking to myself, well, you know what? Maybe I should be artistic. Maybe I should, you know how we talk on the cast about, we were talking about the Nether Queen or whatever it was, and people don't really remember that. Maybe I should start making videos that are not monetized to just explain myself, piecing stuff together to show. Maybe on another channel I'll do that. You know, I'll do it on the Matrix Lord channel. Like, I'm not gonna do it on Joe Gotts or Joey Jupiter, but there's the Matrix Lord channel I have, or maybe not. I don't. Maybe I'll just keep it on here. I don't know. Somebody said something to me that at some point in time I'm gonna have to have another channel because it can't contain the amount of videos that. But I don't know about that. I think the YouTube can contain what, 8,000 videos or 10,000 videos?
Yeah, but
I think so. But after a while, right now it starts to get crazy because stuff gets lost. So we'll see. But Scott, what are you most interested in?
I'm really psyched to see a somewhat historical adventure. To see and all that.
I really like Empress of Mars, man. I love that episode.
The Empress of Mars. I can't go on enough about it. I love the fact that he brought back the side.
But I'm biased, though. I'm biased. Maybe my opinion's biased because I'm a fan of the Ice Warriors, Curse of Pedalon, you know, all that stuff. I'm John Pertwee's time. I mean, you know, Patrick Troughton with the Ice Warriors. I mean, maybe I'm biased, maybe not. I just enjoyed it.
Yeah. I hate saying it. Yeah, I might be biased as well. But like I said in another cast, right the minute I heard that voice, I think a lot of the classic Whovians will agree. Right the minute you heard that
Alpha Centauri,
I was like, oh my God. And
so
that big eye that appeared on the view screen.
We're going to review those 2 episodes.
Oh, I mean, I really was.
We're going to review after the finale's over. And we have a little time speculating everything. We're going to review those 2 episodes from John Pertwee. And then we're also going to review the audios just for, I'm not going to make a habit out of it, guys, because I don't do audios. Other people do audios, and that's perfect. I'd rather you listen to their podcast because they do it better. Okay? I'm not looking to take over and do audios now. This is just a
one shot.
This is like a 3-deal thing for David Tennant. So, again, I'm not going to make a habit of audios right now, and I don't think I should. So I am going to do it just because I'm excited about the Tennant things, and I will
say this much. When there was a time when I thought of a unique way of the Doctor and Donna meeting up with a Time Lord. I came up with 2 notions. One had them being in like some sort of little gala. And you didn't realize the person impersonating this substitute teacher was a Time Lord till the end. And then the second one, I was set up. It took place on another world, and he was one of these people who debunked like UFO sightings and ghosts, like not because he was a Time Lord, but just because of the way he was, and he got in trouble. And then when he regenerated, the newly regenerated self said, "Yeah, that was just somebody who stole my identity and doing this." But in both cases, I had Morgan Freeman as the unknown Time Lord.
Oh,
he was a cameo in the second adventure, but the main guy in this gala.
You should be a writer, dude. Sure, you have some good, cool stuff. I think the best way to explain things is that Missy created a body for Rory. Very easy. Missy was behind a lot of stuff with Matt Smith behind the scenes. Gallifrey was behind a lot of stuff with Matt Smith behind the scenes. Gallifrey and Missy was possibly behind the crash. Well, not the TARDIS blowing up or whatever, and Madame Bavarian, maybe they helped her, and because she had to travel through time.
I always thought the silence came from either the schism or the schism, and those cracks was how they came out.
Well, my thing I was always wondering was why couldn't we see the Headless Monks and the Silence at the same time?
True.
That boggled my mind. I mean, just think about it. Madame Bavarian had the Silence and the Headless Monks and the Church. Look how powerful she was, but she never had them all at the same time. What would have happened if she would have? That's interesting.
Because those were the new monsters I loved was the Headless Monks.
Do you like the Headless Monks, Daniel?
Yeah, they were okay.
Yeah? What's the matter, Daniel? You sound sad. You okay?
That's fine. I'm okay.
We'll talk off here. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.